All right, so let's get started. Today is it's 8 a.m. It's 3 March 12th, 2024, 8 a.m. We do have news today. Today we do have uh, CPI right here, and actually this number here for CPI, 3.1%. So that is what the market is expecting today to be. Let's see what is going to happen. But those are that one 8:30 a.m. is actually the major news today. Other than that, we do have bond auctions at 1 p.m. and then a federal budget balance at 2. But the one that we are interested in, what we are going to watch, is again that CPI today. Okay, so let's start with. Let me put this one back in its place. And let's start looking at our levels. I'm gonna start today with gold, with crude actually. And I'm gonna point out something that was kind of pretty neat yesterday. One trade I took yesterday. So if you see here, was not that much, but it was good enough for me. So I want to take this one off. This one is overnight we were looking here. We were looking. I'm sorry. Uh, what did it do? There you go. So overnight we were looking here that I noticed here that we were in the range, and actually I said that we were in the range in the morning in yesterday in the review. But then we marked this value here, right? Which is that line there at 77.50. Look at what happened. It broke there to the downside right there, and then came back, and then really moved to that area right here, right? So I took the trade here in this area. I'm gonna change color, and then followed it all the way here, and that was the only trade I took. But what I wanted you to notice is how it came back up and then moved down, and so that is that retest of the level. If you pay attention to this level, then probably you have good opportunities that it's going to work out for you. We did have, let me take this one off and see where we did have the resistance level. It was up here. We really never went to that level here. We stayed around the support level in there. Okay, so let's do the levels again for today. I'm gonna go to point and figure, and then I'm going to take this and see what's happening. This one here, hold on, let's move this one back to that area, and then move it there, and I'm gonna modify this one a little bit to expand it to go to that level here, which is 77 level actually. Let's see what it's in the past. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 77 rounded number. It was overshoot of that move to the downside there. I'm gonna expand this one a little bit, and then in the upper side I'm going to 79.50. I'm going to go with that level 79. Actually, it was going to go to 78.90, but we are very close to 79, and so we do have that level there. So plenty of touches there. They're not big pivots, but some pivots here. This one is nice. This one here, maybe not that much. So yeah, I'm gonna go with 79 and 77. So $2 spread in there, and then we do have the mid in the 878 level. We'll see what's going on. My bias in this one is still sideways, and you see that we're not making higher highs and higher lows. We're just making a confusion or a not a confusion, but we are making we're touching support and resistance in this area. Okay. Yeah, good morning, Balber. How are you? Um, that's crude. Check. Let's check gold now. Let's take this one out. Um, there you go. And move this one here. Check what levels are going to we are going to have here. And I'm gonna go with actually this one here. Pretty tight, huh? 2175. Yeah, that I'm gonna keep that one there. I could go even lower than that one to the, yeah, you know what? Let's go and move this one down here to pay attention to that one. This one it's a little bit more defined. So 2170 72. And then in the upper side, I'm sorry, the upper side, we are going to take this one here. That high here, it is actually an overshoot here, but this one is the previous high over here, 22. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go with a rounded number once again, overshoot there, but I'm gonna leave it at 2200. Okay, same as yesterday. So 2200 here. And then 2170. Is that what we said? 2170. 2170. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it 2170 just because it's rounded. Also, we may go to 2171, but yeah, that I'm gonna leave it there. Okay. So now let's check ES and the levels for ES. We had this one here. Probably we want to I painted this here, and let's see. I'm in a hurry today just because want to respect your time and also be careful on or be cautious of the news today. I'm gonna take this one up a little to that previous day low, 5160, just to make it rounded. And then this one here, I still believe that this one is a good pivot. We went there, we came back, and now there was a pivot here because of that one on the overnight. Also, news can change everything today. So pay attention to it. Let's see what we have. 60 here, 5160, and 5220. Okay. Yeah, I think that I'm okay with those levels. We'll see what's going to happen there. And let's go to NQ. It went to the yesterday. It went and stayed in this lower side of our range here and bounced off of it. So let's see here. I'm gonna keep that one there because this one is an attempt to break it, but it failed. Since it's in the range, I'm going to continue with those levels from yesterday today. There we are. That one 18420 and 170. 18170 and 18420. Okay. And let's switch this one to RTY. In the meantime, I'm watching, looking at the 30 minutes. I said yesterday that I put this new layout in the chart. I am using a little bit larger and better resolution monitor here, so I have more space for you to look at the at this here. So this four here are actually the 30 minutes chart, and here I have the Renko charts to look at later. But now we are looking at the point and figure charts here. So let's see what's going on in this one, and I think that I'm gonna modify this one a little bit just to look at it. So let's see here. I'm gonna take this one and move it up to this level. Even we can use, oh no, you know, there's a bit of congestion up here. I should probably put it there in the yesterday low, but I don't like that. I'm gonna go into this pivot down, the pivot low right here. Modify this one a little bit right there, considering this area here, and that, I'm sorry, and this one here, and potentially that area there. So I'm gonna go there instead of this previous day pivot low. So 2080, and then up above here, I'm gonna consider that this one an overshoot. I'm not gonna go all the way there. I'm gonna put it here, where a little bit over what we had yesterday, just because of that pivot here and this pivot there. So I would say that that would, you know, it's very similar to yesterday's. So 2120, 2121, I'm gonna say today it should be probably, it should be 2120. Okay, I'm gonna keep it 2120. Sorry about that. I mean, and 2080. Maybe I have to correct this one a little bit. No, this one is fine. Okay, so those are the levels. Maintaining the 2120 from yesterday, and keeping a little bit higher level on 2980 or 2080 for RTY. It's what is it, 813. Let's review the dailies real quick. And we're going to start with gold. Give me 1 second. Let me find gold in my market analyzer here. Gold. Okay. So gold, it's retracing a little bit yesterday. If you recall what I said yesterday, it was that after this big run, we may have a recess or a sideways move, because it was already moving, but it's creating a bull flag right here. There's a doji that it is kind of confirming now in a retracement here, and potentially this one is going to try to go to the upside when it finds support here. Okay, so 30-minute daily, I'm bullish in gold. Let me see here. In this retracement after this doji coming back, and if you see this one, let me show you my Thinkorswim platform here. You see that in this chart, I point that one with this one. So I put together these 2 points and put this upper or this base diagonal here, went all the way up, and then it was broken, came back, and then came back down. But now it's moving there and touched that one again, and it's trying to come back. So we'll see what is going to happen. This one is acting now as a resistance, coming back down a little bit. I don't know how much. It has a lot of room to come back. Potentially that would be a first resistance in the dailies, but if it fails and keep moving, could come back down to the 2100 level. We'll see what is going to happen, but still I'm bullish in there. It's making higher highs and higher lows, but it's a little bit extended. What drawing tool do you use to create those range lines, support and resistance, etc.? Okay, let me address that one after I go with the analysis, Bobber. I will do that, but let me complete this, and I'm gonna let you know later if that is okay. So gold here is in the 240 minutes. It's making a bull flag here, and in the 60 minutes also, higher highs and higher lows coming back down. So bearish or to neutral in the short term, and bearish in the 30 minutes. You see here how it's making, there was here a channel formation here coming back down and then moving back down again in there. So gold in the 30 minutes is bearish, going to our support level right here. We'll see after the news. Anything can happen. Oh yeah, in the Discord I can talk about it as well, but it's actually very simple. So I can address that one after we go over. So let's change to crude. And then crude, it continues stretching here in the dailies. So we are in this area of compression. You see that very side movement. If you really pay attention to these levels here, these are the moving averages that are coming back there, and this is the 50, and that one up here is the 200. So it's in between them, and there's a lot of congestion here. I mean, it's easy to identify that. 2 minutes for gold to open. In the 240 minutes, also neutral. You see there was higher highs and higher lows, but now it's coming back down, a new low there, and it's there's a diagonal there as well. In the 60 minutes also, it seems that I'm looking here at lower highs and lower lows, right? So I hope that you see there, but it's in the range in crude as well. So more sideways move potentially in there. In the 30 minutes, also we do have, this formation here. It's not very clean and not very clear. So I'm not I don't see higher highs and higher lows. So for me, this one is still in a sideways move. How about ES? Let me turn my phone down. I'm starting receiving messages today. Okay. So ES, let me see here. Continue moving higher in ES. Let's see here on the dailies. There was here a move this one out. there was a retracement here, a hammer with a red um, candle here, and then triggering a bull flag. But we do have news. I mean, again, news would change everything in here. So, but we do have there, we see that red candle, a bull flag coming up in this area and then triggering. But there's a little bit of a topping tail there that it's not behaving that well. There's a pivot um, in the 240 minutes. In the 240 minutes here, we do have a a resistance up in there, coming back down and making a little bit of a pivot right there, which it's not going to be that nice. I think that I was saying yesterday that this looks to me like a Head and Shoulders, but we'll see. It's trying to form again. It's trying to form here a pivot up in that area there. In the 60 minutes also compression, coming back down here. Let me see where, coming back down from this point up here to this point down there, making a lower high, but in compression. And then in the 30 minutes in compression overnight has been very, very flat, not doing that much. No higher highs or higher lows, but similar highs and similar lows. 200 above this 50. We'll see. And there was a cross of that one yesterday. Yesterday there. So we do have the 50 down here and the 200 up there. Lots of congestion in this area. We are 8 minutes away from news. Let's keep going to okay, so let's go to NQ. Same thing, a lot of congestion here in this area, right? A lot of congestion. So sideways in NQ, sideways in the daily, sideways in the 240s, sideways to bearish actually in the 60s, and sideways in the 30 minutes. A lot of congestion in this area here. That the moving averages are really like a spaghetti dish here, not really doing that much and not without any direction. I see some potential reversal here, but I see a lot of compression this area. And then finally, let's go to RTY. I would say that we are about the same. We are making in the dailies higher highs and higher lows. Right here, higher highs and higher lows. Higher highs and higher lows in here, but then a retracement off of this doji here. There's a big topping tail coming back down. So second or third day of a bull flag, still the trend is to the upside. In the 240 minutes compression as well. It is expected because CPI is really actually a big news event. 3.1 is what we are expecting, so we'll see what's going on. And then, but here we are retracing in the 240 minutes. In the 60 minutes, also compression, support and resistance very well defined here, that area and this area. So price is not moving, making any trend but horizontal. And then in the 30 minutes, I would say same situation. Notice as we discussed before, we do have here a couple of support area, very well defined, but then if we extend this one here, we would have our 2080 there. Okay, so if you are asking how I do, I'm gonna go back here. And I'm gonna open gold, and then I'm going to, where are my levels? Up here. Is this okay? Is this correct? What did I do? Oh yes, so same levels as yesterday. So let's see, I'm gonna take to address this, so there is this is a tool that I bought. I cannot share this indicator, but in general, it's a range type of channel. How do you replicate this one in a free thing? So if you go here, you can create a tape level to do that. And yeah, you're right. I would need to do it in. It's a little bit longer than what I thought, but you could do it in a fib retracement. Um, in a fib retracement, or even you can use a trend channel. This one, it's a little bit more complicated actually. Actually, I thought that it was there. You can make it horizontal here and horizontal there, and change the colors with this, right? And then you have here the levels. You can create additional levels here. So if you go here, and then you can add a level, you can put 150 and make it or a 200 and a minus 200, and that is going to create another level there. But then also what you could do is to let's say okay there, and then what you could do is to change the color of the trend. Yeah, unfortunately, this specific tool I cannot share, because it's a tool that it was granted to me on a range. But you can replicate it with the fib level, right? So I created this one here. You can do the same, and or even use this one and eliminate the shaded colors in there. So if you go to that level here and that level there, if you notice here, that level of extension, this one here, is the same as this one, and then this extension here is the same as that one. So you can replicate this with a fib and make the changes to the fib level. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, let's go back and let's wait for news. It's 1 minute away, so let's wait and look at the fireworks. And let's I'm gonna, in a different screen, I do have the Forex Factory site where I'm looking at the CPI forecast. Year over year, 5 seconds. And you know me, I'm not going to make any trades are up now. I'm just looking and look at that one. It's everything is going down. Look at this anchor charts way down. Initial reaction is to the downside. I'm waiting and to see. Some people like to trade this one. I don't. I'm very conservative on my trades. I don't want to be chopped out. Still waiting. Look, I'm gonna wait look 2 or 3 more minutes. But initial reaction is to the downside, and now it's trying to bouncing back up. CPI it's 3.2. Bouncing back up, but very extended. It went off of that. Let's check where our support and resistance levels are. We are still in range here in ES. How about gold? Went to our support level, overshoot it a little bit, and then it's coming back up. But nice move here, very fast though. Then coming back down in the support level at 2170. Coming back up, making a reversal, trend reversal. Choppy still. Trend reversal breakout, moving to the upside. Starting to move. Bouncing back up. Look at the ES. ES is actually going to the high of the day level. Three minutes. I'm looking at the anchor chart. Impressive how ES reversed back up. Let's check. It's $20 and moving up. In the compression zone in gold, still moving averages are stacking to the downside. We are right below the previous day low. Okay, so compression Coming back down, big bottom in tail right here. We are above the cloud, but going into it. Okay, it's moving very randomly to the upside and the downside, guys. I'm trying to think if I want to take a long here. We're too close to the 50, so that makes me hesitate. But it seems that wants to keep moving to the upside. I'm gonna wait until that candle closes because we are too close to the 50. So at any point, this one can reverse, and in fact, it's kind of like a double topping here. Right there, it's double topping and forming a well-defined resistance level up there. So whew, wants to break it. It wants to break it. Still we're below. Hopefully it makes another pivot there. If it continues, it's because it's too close to the 50 SMA. I don't feel comfortable taking it. There you go. It seems that wants to go up. It's breaking it now. So yeah, it's breaking this previous high in a well-defined, but I'm still don't feel comfortable in that direction. There you go. It's trying. 30 minutes here is too close to the 50, and I don't feel bullish yet on this. Maybe I hesitate too much, but that's me. What can I do? Okay, let me see. Where are we with? And finally, it's breaking. It's at the 50. Let's look for confirmation. Coming back down. See, that is what I was saying. We got too close to the 50, and potentially that is going to be a good resistance level. So better be safe than sorry at this level. I didn't feel like okay, this one is making an attempt to go higher. That would be probably the confirmation. Shoot. Large move. That's what I'm hesitating. We are below the cloud still. Let's see. Yeah, it's moving up. Crude is not doing anything in this. He's not participating in this game. Oh, look at ES pre-market is really moving higher. Same as RTY. It seems that it's breaking the 50. Went to the pivot point. There's a diagonal there. I wouldn't be surprised if this high here is rejected. But there's no confirmation for me yet to take anything. We are below the 50 again. Another week off of the 18 or 21. Bouncing back and forth on the 50 SMA. This one was actually a counter trend move. And right here we're making a crown formation. Yeah, you know what? It depends. Some people are very profitable on this type of market. I am not. I'm not normally when I decide to enter, it needs to be with my parameters very well defined, and I don't see in this case right here, we do have an stack EM in gray. Moving averages are all stacking to the downside, and price is crossing above in here, right? So it's a reversal, but it could be short-lived, and it's not in my they are not in confluence. So I mean, there's thousands of ways to make money in these markets. Not in my method here. I need to have, and I like to have, everything in confluence. This one here, that one there, moving averages. This in this case, they are stacking to the downside here, and they are stacking to the upside in here. So really very confusing to me, at least. So yeah, in my case, I better sit in my hands and wait a little bit for better confirmation. So some other people would see, okay, this one is oversold, and um, they would buy at this level here, and they would probably have make money on that um, reversal trend in here. And I said here that we were in a reversal, right? Review the video later, and I saw that one as a reversal, and that would have been a good entry, but it's against the higher time frame. Lot of compression here at this point in gold. And look at gold in the daily. So let me share this one once again. Look at what it's doing, right? So it went up and down, and now it seems to want to go up again, but still we are below the previous pivot. So this formation could be a continuation to the downside, or it could bounce all the way up here. But we are at resistance for sure, or not for sure, but that is what I see. Look at this nasty up down here. Some people are really probably destroying their account in there, very close to this opening, overnight opening. Now it's reversing and going back down a bit. Double top in the double top up here. And again, overall, I'm still bullish in gold, but I would like a bit of a retracement in the dailies. There you go, coming back down now. Let's see if we see any channel here. Double top and coming back down. Rejecting the 200, the 50. Rejecting the 50 in the 30 minutes. And you know what? The other thing is that I've been a month away from my computer and I don't feel like just jumping on all the trades I see is a good idea. So I have to look at it and make decisions based on a little bit more confirmation. It's like when you are playing a sport, for me at least, is when I'm playing a sport and I don't do it for, a month, then you need to start slow. So in that way, you don't get injured. Threading the previous low, coming back down. I'm looking for a bear trap here. We are in a below the cloud now, rejecting this high point here. Okay. Let's see if I see any support here. Yeah, we do have this smooth 50. Momentum is down. Momentum is down in the 30s as well. Potential bounce off of this previous low. Did we see the I'm looking away to identify if in the overnight we were actually didn't have a range here. We did have a range yesterday, but overnight we did not have a range. It was coming back down. So let's see here if it. Okay, let's see here. Still moving averages here are stacking to the downside and big rejection in the 30 minutes here, forming a doji. And at SM2, so support tool, finding a little bit of support there. It went through. Oh, 8:55, guys. I think that my time is up, and I think that I'm gonna, okay. Some rejection here. This one again. Potential bear trap here. Still within our limits here, or our support and resistance levels, up here and down here. This would be probably a good target. Bear trap working. Maybe a little bit too extended. Okay, I think that I'm out. Sorry, I didn't make any trades. And again, I'm still cold. I don't feel like I see everything yet. This one requires to me, at least to me, a little bit of more analysis, and I'm not jumping on any trade just because I see a setup. Okay, so all right. Thank you so much for watching, and see you hopefully tomorrow. On Thursday, I do have some doctor's appointments in the morning, so I'm not going to stream, but tomorrow I'll be here for sure. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.